All right, so when I'm solving these things, as you know, I like to number these. So I've got to look and see, well, what sort of stuff can I do here to make this thing, make something cancel out? And I'm looking and going, well, I've got options. I could, I guess, triple this equation and then subtract it with 3, and then that would get rid of x's. And of course, I'd need to do something else to get rid of x's later, right? So I'd have to maybe do something with these, make them both into 10x. Or I could look over here and say, you know, these are both 4y right here, so I guess, actually they're both negative 4y. So if I subtracted them, then that would make the y's cancel out. And then, of course, I'd have to do something else to get the y's to cancel out. So I've got to choose something. I think I'll go ahead and go with this one where I'm going to say, let's just subtract the y's, or subtract equation 1 and 2. So I'm going to write equation 1 minus equation 2. And remember, I'm using my little coding system here so I can tell you what I'm doing. Okay. So I've got to be careful, though. I got a lot of negatives flying around. So guys, especially, pay attention. Okay. Watch out for negatives. Okay. I've got negative 5 minus 2x, so that's negative 7x. Okay. Negative 4 minus negative 4 is 0. That's good. That's what we want. And then be careful. Negative 3 minus negative 4 is actually positive 1z. So plus 1z. And then, of course, I've got to do the same thing over here. I'm going to go negative 2 minus 18, so that's negative 20. So I did something to cancel out y's. Now I've got to do something else to cancel out y's. Great. Any suggestions? How about if I multiply maybe equation 2 by 3 and equation 4, equation 2 by 3 and equation 3 by 4, and that'll make these both into 12s. Or should I multiply by a negative so it makes one of them positive and then I can add them? I think I'll do that. I think I'm going to multiply equation 2 by negative 3. Okay. So that'll make this into positive 12y. And then I'm going to multiply equation 3 by 4. That'll make this into negative 12y. And then I'm going to add them. Okay. So I think that's going to work. Let's be really careful. So negative, this is going to be negative 6 because I'm going 2x times negative 3. So that's going to be negative 6 plus 24 because I'm multiplying 6x times 4. So negative 6 plus 24 is 18x. The y should work, but let's check. Positive 12y minus 12y. Good, that'll go away. And then positive 12z plus negative 24z. All right? Positive 12z plus negative 24z is negative 12z. Okay? And then, oh great. Grab a calculator for this one. Okay. So I'm doing 18 times negative 3. Negative 54 plus 4 of these. 42. Okay, so now I've got this system right here that I could solve for x and z. Okay. Let's do it. Okay, we get rid of that. I'm going to number these equations 4 and 5. And my vote is to multiply equation 4 by 12 and leave equation 5 alone. And that'll cancel off the 12 z's. So I'm going to write 12 times equation 4. That's going to be negative 84x plus 12z equals 12 times negative 20 is going to be negative 240. And I'm going to leave 5 alone. So 18x minus 12z equals 42. And then I'll just add those two equations together. Okay. Should get me, z should cancel out. So negative 84 plus 18, negative 66. I'm going to check. I didn't sleep that great last night, so I want to make sure I do it right. 84 negative plus 18, negative 66. Okay. Negative 66x. The z's are going to cancel out, and then negative 240 plus 42, negative 198. Okay. And I sure hope that 198 is divisible by 66. Okay. Let's see. Ah, good. X equals 3. And where do you want to put x equals 3 in to find out what z is? Okay. I need to find an equation that's got z in it and x in it. So I sub it in. Okay. One of these 4 up here. I would suggest one of these because they're getting simpler. Okay. Equation 4. Okay. I'm gonna make a note of that. I'm gonna say plug or sub into equation 4. Okay. So here I go. Negative 7 times 3 plus 1z equals negative 20. Okay, so this is negative 21 right here. If I add 21 to it, it'll go away. Of course, I'll add 21 to this side as well. I'm going to get z equals 1. Okay, now what? Okay, how about x and z in one of the equations? Okay, I think that's what you meant. Okay, so I'm going to plug x and z into where? Do you have a preference? Okay. Second one? Right here? Okay, sounds good. Into 2. Alright, so here I go. Let me just make a little arrow up here to indicate where we're going. So I'm going to plug this into equation 2. So 2 times x, which is 3, minus 4y, minus 4 times z, which is 1, equals 18. Okay, so this is 6 right here, right? And this is negative 4, so that's 2 total. So if I just subtract 2 from the left side, subtract 2 from the right side, I'll be okay. So I'll just take a 2 off over here and a 2 off over here. That's going to get me negative 4y equals 16. So y is negative 4. Okay, so my whole solution then is x, which is 3, y, which is negative 4, and z, which is 1. Phew, got it done.